Hey people, so I'm in my backyard. I just finished doing the grass and a little bit of basic maintenance. I'm not a gardener. I repeat, I am not a gardener. So let's see what kind of stuff I've done. So I attempted to put some grass seed down and roughed up the yard. So it is early in the morning right now. So I did this before the sun was on top of the house. It's not quite up there yet, just to make sure that I can get it in there, get it watered, and then maybe I'll water it later today. So this is where the dogs walk around. We track through here. This is like the main area to leave from under my deck. So I put grass seed throughout the yard. I also used this spray I got on Amazon. It had good reviews. So I don't know if you read some of the stuff on it. It does say that it has like, let's see, where is it? Does it say it on here? Anyways, so yeah, it's supposed to be lawn food. So I sprayed this in the front yard to thicken the grass. This is not grass seed. This is supposed to make your grass a little more plush and regrow really light spots or thinner spots. It's not meant for areas like this. I put grass seed down and I sprayed this kind of on the other side of the yard. So my boyfriend put together my swing. Let's go check that out. It looks so good in this corner, I think. I think it looks really good over here. So I got this from Home Depot. And look, my fountain is going. I got a solar power little fountain for my bird bath. I might get some drops to put in there because I heard that you should, keep the water clean with some special drops that are safe for birds. But I think it looks so good. Me and the kids are gonna touch up the paint, maybe repaint it a little bit another day. And then I got some flowers from Walmart. So I'm gonna enjoy this later today, see how I'm feeling. Oh, and I pulled up these pavers. These pavers were over by my, I don't know if you can see them. They were over by like the water spigot, getting buried underneath the dirt. So I pulled them up. I might get some more, maybe make a path to my swing. I'm not really sure yet, but I figured I'd pull them up and prop them up so they don't kill the grass. And we'll see what happens. I also tried to put some grass seed over here. My dogs run along the fence. So if you can see, I have a nice little path all the way to the end and back. And then you can see the path they go on. And then they go through the bushes. So we got to cut all this back behind the shed and then back around. You can see the other path right, almost like coming away from the swing. That's also where they run. And then straight back and do it again. Back and forth. And they primarily do that when they hear someone walking over by the fence or a motorcycle. So I put some grass seed down here. I don't know if it'll take. I tried to rough it up, but it's so packed down. It's gonna take a couple tries, I think, to see if I can get it going. It might not even be worth it. I may end up putting a path here, permanent path, just to make it look nice. All right, so now I'm back inside. So I just got a delivery. I got a deck screen, I don't know, privacy deck screen that's supposed to go around the railing of my deck. I'm gonna try to put that on by myself and see how it looks. Hopefully it looks good because I really want this thing on my deck. Okay, all right, let's see how it goes and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. So I'm opening up my deck screen. Not exactly the color I had hoped. I was hoping it was going to be a little closer to my chair color, but it looks like it's at least made of the same material. So I guess I'll keep opening and see how it goes. Instructions. It says I need some zip ties or some other fastener. So I know I have some zip ties downstairs. And then of course this is the, let's see if it says it on here. This is the 3 feet tall by 25 feet long. So my deck is 15 feet across and then 10 feet this way. So I don't plan to block this side because, you know, we just have a view of the road and everything, but I do have neighbors on either side of me. So I'll see if I can put this up. I gotta go get my zip ties. Oh, there's Ollie. Ollie, 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 Ollie. He's getting some sun. All right, so I found these downstairs. These are adhesive cable ties. They have like a little sticky side, and you can zip tie them on the other side. So we'll see if these work. Right, so these are not gonna work because I forgot they have to be able to go around the railing itself. So they have to be big enough to go around the railing. So, okay. Let's go see if we can find something else to use. All right, so I found these actual zip ties. Super old bag. Don't even know when I bought these. They're still not quite long enough, I don't think, to go around the entire railing, but I'll daisy chain them together so that it'll work. So let's give that a try. One corner up, but of course I daisy chained all these together, and then I realized I could just loop them through each other. All right, let's keep going. All right, so I have a couple more zip ties to put in, specifically around the bottom. This is looking pretty good. I'm actually really impressed. The only thing is they have the holes at the bottom, and I don't have a railing at the bottom because this is a very old deck. I have a railing or whatever, a beam here. So it's gonna take a little creativity to mount it or tie it to the bottom. But otherwise, it's looking pretty good. I won't have my neighbor staring at me while we're eating on the deck. Have a little more privacy. So I've officially mounted my, what is this? Privacy deck screen, or whatever it's called. And I can't see my neighbors. And they can't see me. But the other neighbors can still see me.
I'm sure they saw you lift your phone.
Okay guys, so I just opened the umbrella. It's a gorgeous day. And then I see this. Oh my gosh. Honey, I need you to get it. Get it.
I'll see you later.
Wait! Don't go! Don't leave me! Why is it under my beautiful umbrella? Alright, so now the bee is gone. Thought about these onions over here. I guess I better water them. Yeah, I think I'll water them. It's been a couple days. I'm trying to forget about them because I tend to overwater things and kill them. So it's never because of lack of water, it's because I flood them with water because I just love them so much. And let's put some water. So I got these super cheap flowers. Honey, don't mind me. Super cheap flowers at Walmart for under $5. So these are mini carnations. I decided to start putting flowers in my bathroom. This is an old Monster Jam cup that we don't use. Did you know that? No? Look, it has the label on it. And I found like this old material, and what did I use? A hair thing or something? A rubber band to dress it up, and then it kind of hides it. So then I put my flowers in it and stick it in the bathroom. And of course I put it so that the label is pointing away so nobody really notices. All right, so I finished cutting up my flowers. Here's my little bathroom arrangement. Nothing pretty. So we're gonna go sit them in the corner of the bathroom. All right, here is their new home. There we go. And remember, this is a Monster Jam cup. So I like to make sure that it's not pointing forward. So I just turn it a little bit. And it looks super cute in the corner. All right, so I am trying to make my hair look half decent. Finished all the excitement for today. Having a glass of wine. And sitting on my deck. As you can see, my privacy screen is in place. That's super nice. You can probably see my cat down there. Kira. Here she is. Pretty girl. Anyways, so I think I'm gonna make another field trip to the swing area, only because I put some pavers, just kind of propped them up against something, and now they're leaning on my roses. So I'm trying to rescue my roses, so I don't want to kill them. So I'm gonna go move those and figure out what else I'm gonna do today. All right, bye. Oh my gosh, you guys. So my kids got one of those butterfly habitats, and the butterflies have been, they've been, what do you call it? Chrysalis. They turned into the chrysalis, or like the, kind of like a cocoon. And I just came by just to walk by, and there is a butterfly. I don't know if you can even see that. Do you see one? Maybe I should turn on. Oh, there we go. If I back up, you can see it. So one has come out of there. So I think the others will be, you know, close behind. So there are 5 of them in there. If I back up, you can actually see it better. So the one is right there. How exciting. My kids aren't even here right now, so they're missing it. So I'm gonna have to call them and show them on FaceTime or something. But that is super, super cool. I wasn't sure if we'd get anything because I saw some reviews said, you know, they got a bunch, and then I saw other reviews that said they were worried that they didn't make it. So we got one. How exciting. We bought this on Amazon. It came with 5 caterpillars. So again, there are 4 still in the chrysalis, or they are chrysalides. And then we have 1 butterfly today. So it's been about 2 weeks since we got this. So it's actually pretty fast. And it came with like a cup of food. So the caterpillars actually remain in the cup of food for a little bit. So I'm gonna try turning on the light so maybe you can see it better without using my flashlight to my phone. Hold on. All right, so I'm back without the flashlight. So let's take a look. Oh man, that is so cool. That is so cool. You see the butterfly? Oh my gosh, it's kind of hard to see through the netting, but it's there. And then we have 4 more chrysalides to go. So we're gonna have 5 butterflies. So exciting. Maybe I'll turn my Ring camera to point this direction so we can see it happen, because we totally missed this. We've been working and doing things in the yard and everything, but there you go. So again, we got this on Amazon. All right, so this is a collapsible butterfly habitat. Also came with it. Came with a cup of caterpillars with food already prepared for it. And then once they all hatch out of their chrysalides, then we will make like a sugar water solution. So it came with like these sugar packets, and we will put it in there on this little pretend flower that it came with to feed the butterflies before we release them. So we'll release them out into our garden. Super exciting. All right, heading out to my roses to see if I can rescue them outside. All right, so there's a bunch of stuff over here. Definitely dirt and grass growing in this area. It looks like things have just collected in this area right next to my flowers. So I'm not a gardener. I repeat, I am not a gardener, but I do need to clean this mess up. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my flat shovel and a broom and see if I can get this cleaned up and just feel better about it. All right, so I dug a little on the side of the house, and oh my God, I don't know what's worse, shoveling snow that's ice, or shoveling dirt, probably trash, along with roots and vines and all that's been stuck to the concrete for who knows how long. So I've never done this since I bought this house. We've been here for a couple of years. Can't believe it, but let me show you what's going on. All right, so I've done, so you know, I showed you first where I wanted to start, where it was a pile of stuff. I decided to start from the gate and work my way. So I've done all this area, you can see from the gate. And then the one area that I really wanted to focus on is still here. It's just tangled full of vines. Like, let me see if I can show you. So like, you see how that all lifts up together? That's just like vines and roots all in there. I can't even do anything with it. So I'm gonna have to maybe take a break and see when I feel like dealing with this again. All right, maybe I'll go sit in my swing for a minute. I'm gonna need it. All right, people, so the boyfriend said stop. I'm gonna go sit in the swing, excuse me. Sit down in a swing and drink my wine. Remember this morning I put grass seed down, so I'm like following the little paths of grass because I don't want to pack the dirt back down, because someone, I think I Googled, said that you should, loosen the soil and, here we go, we're at the swing. You should loosen the soil and put the grass seed and then like mix the grass seed in. And I don't want to really walk on it, just in case it's gonna pack it down. So I have a problem. I get in the zone and I do things and then I kind of get stuck in the zone. So my boyfriend knows this about me. He knows that I kind of have like this OCD thing, or like I gotta get it done. That's not OCD necessarily, but I have to get it done. I started it. I really want to do this, and then I want to do this, and then I want to do that. And he has been great about stopping me. I told him, if you ever see me stuck in this like zone, like working all day doing something, and like distancing myself from everyone because I'm working so hard on something, let me know to take a break, because I forget, and it's hard to get out of that zone that I get myself into. So of course he's big into Legos. He's like a collector. He builds, he buys different sets just to get different pieces to build other sets and all this stuff. And so he's in the basement doing that. I'm outside, just outside the basement, doing, what I was attempting to do. And he couldn't stop me because he's in his zone. So that was kind of tough. I was like, okay, it's hard for me to tell myself to stop. So I decided I was going to show him. So that, I think that's how I kind of did it in a roundabout way. I said, honey, come out and look what I've done. And I told him I got to this point, and the point where I stopped. I got to this point and it's like all roots and everything. And he's like, honey, what are you doing? I said, yeah, I started over here. And I pointed off in the distance where I started. And he's like, what are you doing? Stop, go sit in the swing and drink some wine. So here I am drinking my wine in the swing, and I'm perfectly content with that. So I'll revisit the vines and stuff another day, because I have to get something to cut them. I can't just shovel them away. I was using like the flat, I don't know what it's called, a flat tip shovel to kind of scoop the dirt and stuff away. But when I got to the point where I needed to work on the area I was supposed to start with, it's just packed and knotted all together with vines. So I can't use that shovel. I need something that's gonna cut them and separate them before I can dig them up. So anyways, okay, so I'm gonna sit here and swing, enjoy my wine. So it does say, I have these wine glasses. I think there's 4 of them in the house, and they basically all say cheers in different languages. I usually have the one that says salud. So this one says, correct me if I'm wrong, kanpai maybe. So cheers in another language. So cheers. I'm swinging in the swing, and my boyfriend comes along and he grabs my finger and he swings me. Thank you, honey. I have a nice view of the whole yard while he's swinging me by my finger, because I told him he can't sit with me. That's love, honey, love. All right, so I was just sitting here thinking about how from my swing I can see my entire yard. It's kind of nice, like overseeing my little world. So let me show you what it looks like. It doesn't look like much yet. We definitely are working on it, so let's see. So here's to the side of me right now. So there's the flowers that I mounted, and my little fountain, the dome climber. There's like junk on the side of the house I gotta get rid of. The pool, big flat yard, so I can do lots in here. In the summertime, we usually set up a volleyball net right in the middle of the yard, so we have plenty of room to play there because it's a nice big yard. And then the shed, so it's kind of nice. And then I can see the sky and my house with my umbrella up there. So there's the privacy screen we just put up around the deck. That's pretty nice. So like when we're sitting up there, nobody's like staring at us except our neighbors off to the side. Crazy, because their house is turned sideways, so they can actually see us in the yard and see us on our deck. That's annoying, but I love my house, so it doesn't even matter, I guess. Oh, and then you can see my kids' clubhouse under the deck over there. See how it fits perfectly underneath? Sorry, I'm swinging, so it's like swaying. But anyways, so yeah, I'm still on the swing. I just finished my wine, so you can see over there. Oh, and there's my rose bush right next to me. That's kind of nice to see, like right off to the side. So again, I used to have this metal thing around it, or the people before me that lived here had a metal thing around it, so you can see it's like bent right there. So I took that thing off, and then of course I cut away all the vines that were weighing down. I didn't even know there was really a rose bush here. Cut away all the vines, and now the whole thing is drooping, so I had to put this decorative fencing that we had in the yard underneath it just to hold it up. Otherwise it was drooping on the ground. I was afraid the dogs would eat it. So yeah, so that's there. Once everything dies off or, you know, dries up, I'll trim it back or prune it, whatever you call it. Again, I am not a gardener. I'll trim it back, and then I'll be able to have more of a traditional rose bush. You can see there's a new stem growing there. That's pretty cool. And then there's my little bird feeder. I love it. So my house is like a light blue color. Go back over here. It's a light blue color and has white windows. So I thought it was kind of cute to have a blue bird feeder with white windows. Super cute over there. Yep. So anyways, that's my yard right now. Nothing fancy, just needs a lot of work. Again, this morning I put some not bird seed, some grass seed down and like some fertilizer and stuff throughout the yard. This fertilizer spray that I have, just to see if I can get the grass into a different position in life. And then as you can see, our bushes are overgrown, so that's going to be the next thing to tackle. We have a bush trimmer coming, I think on Tuesday. I ordered it on Amazon, so that's coming on Tuesday. So I'll cut those way down, so that should be interesting and fun, and hopefully I don't get any bugs on me, because I will scream. I hate bugs, but I will get out in the yard and work. So anyways, so that's it. I'm gonna sit here and swing for a few more minutes, debate on another glass of wine. If not, I'll just kind of hang out and enjoy this nice cool weather. I think it's like, I don't know, 71, 72 degrees right now. Super awesome. As you can see, white puffy clouds, blue sky, super nice. Oh, I forgot to mention, behind the swing, or kind of off to the side, there's that nest that I showed in the previous video. So nothing's in it right now. There was a bird in it the other day, and we had a big rainstorm, or yeah, big rain or heavy rain. It wasn't really a storm, but they kind of got exposed. Now I stumbled across this nest because I was cutting away the vines on the fence, and I disturbed her a little bit, but there are no eggs. I hope she comes back because her nest is awesome. She's like right on that post there. I do hear, so it's actually a mourning dove. I do hear the mourning dove kind of around, so she's definitely close by. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but hopefully she comes back and she has her babies in that nest. That would be pretty cool to see. But yeah, so hopefully I didn't disturb her. I hope it was just because of the rain, but I didn't know she was there because, you know, I was cutting vines and she was like perfectly concealed up there. Because just like over here, if you notice, all those vines from my neighbor's yard are coming through. That's how this part of the fence was. So as you can see, I've cut away most of the vines and stuff that were behind me. So this is behind the swing, and then that's like right on top. So I ended up getting poison ivy or poison sumac or poison oak. I'm not really sure what touched me, one of those, and it's still healing. As you can see, it's kind of browning now, so that means it's in like its last stages of healing. It doesn't itch anymore, thank goodness. I took some medicine, put some like Neosporin and hydrocortisone cream on it for itching, and it seems to be healing nicely. All right, so I just got a couple packages. Of course, Amazon is my friend, and I figured I would just show you. I got another one of these oil spray bottles. Love it. One of them in my kitchen has olive oil in it. I just bought some peanut oil. I'll probably put that in there. And then, of course, we got some 3D DVDs or Blu-ray because we have a 3D TV. And, of course, nobody sells these anymore, so we got these. So, Puss in Boots for my kids to enjoy. Guardians of the Galaxy. And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And then I got a pair of, I think, sunglasses. Let's take a look. I've ordered 3 pairs of sunglasses. I think this is a new one here. As long as I don't drop them on the floor. Ooh, very nice. Let me put this up here for a second. They have a little bag that came with them. And then here are the glasses. Sorry, guys. Put them right on top of my glasses for now. What do you think? I like them. Maybe I'll put the tag up there. So yeah, now I can wear these outside when I'm in the swing. If it's a little too sunny and I don't have to adjust the roofing for the swing. Very nice. So I can't wait to get the other 2 pair. I think one pair is actually this brand. It might be like maybe white or something. I don't know. But it's pretty cool that I can wear my glasses underneath it and it doesn't look super obvious. So that's pretty nice. All right, so now it's time. I'll leave that there. Now it's time to figure out what's for dinner. So I was thinking maybe we would do maybe chicken salads. I know boyfriend said that chicken salad might be something good we can have. So I have these croissants that I got from BJ's, which is like Costco. I don't know if everybody has BJ's around. So we can toast these, cut them in half, and then put chicken salad. I like chicken salad from like Sam's Club. Oops. I like chicken salad from Sam's Club, but I also like the one from Walmart. That one's pretty good for when I don't feel like going to Sam's Club. Whoops, I dropped something. So I'll show you the one we get from Walmart. So this is the one we get from Walmart. It's called, actually, it doesn't actually have a name. It just says Freshness Guaranteed White Meat Chicken Salad. So it's rotisserie seasoned flavor. So this is pretty good. So it has a little flavor to it. So we'll have some of this, and then we'll actually make it kind of like a melt. We'll put Swiss cheese, and we have some pre-cooked bacon that we bought, so we don't have to be in here cooking bacon. So pre-cooked bacon, oh, it's not that bright over there. Pre-cooked bacon, Swiss cheese, toasted croissant, and then of course the chicken salad. And we like to add red seedless grapes. So that'll be what we add to the chicken salad. So once we do that, I'll show you what it looks like. So I typically cut my grapes in 3. So I cut sideways 1, and then I cut again. I don't like my grapes to be really like thick on my sandwich. So I typically cut them in 3 slices. So you have an end to end and a middle. So I'm gonna cut all of these, and then I'm gonna get the croissants ready. And then, so here are the slices that I like to cut to go on our chicken salad. Anyways, I'm gonna get the pre-cooked bacon ready. That just goes in the microwave, and then get the croissants in our toaster oven and the cheese melted. It looks like cut in half. So these are the croissants. I actually used a bread knife. That's the best thing to use to cut really soft bread without crushing it. And these are pretty soft. So typically we get the complete like circle croissant. So this should be interesting trying to eat chicken salad off of these. We'll see how it goes. Time to put it in the toaster oven. All right, so I am now getting the bacon ready. So we like to get the Oscar Mayer fully cooked, thick cut, pre-cooked bacon. Actually, it's fully cooked, not pre-cooked. And then we're just gonna do 2 slices each. Here's the bag that it comes in. It's actually double sealed, we just found out. So it's got a Ziploc and then it has like an adhesive that you pull apart. So our croissants, not crescent rolls. Croissants are looking like they're trying to do a little something. We'll see how that works. We're gonna go ahead and stop that. I had it on the toast setting. We'll go ahead and stop that. Now, to put the cheese on there, we're just gonna split this cheese. It is the Sargento Baby Swiss. So we're gonna go ahead and just layer that on and let them melt just from the excess heat that's in there. I'm just breaking them in half. And you can either push this close and let it melt just from a little extra heat, or just let it sit there, but you do not have to close it, because if you close it, most likely the croissants will toast even more. So we're gonna leave it open and let the cheese melt, and then we'll be able to make our sandwich. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take these out carefully. If they are toasted, they're not very thick, they might split in half, so we like to be careful. All right. So I now have the bacon done. I have the lettuce for mine, the grapes, and the chicken salad from Walmart. And then, of course, the toasted croissants with the baby Swiss cheese on there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put, I guess, in the shape of the croissant. There we go. There we go. That should be good. Maybe a little bit more in the middle. Okay. Add a few grapes in there. I like a lot of grapes. Honey, do you want a lot of grapes?
Yeah.
Boyfriend likes a lot of grapes. Guess we'll pile them in as much as we can. Maybe one right there. Here we go. And then this actually makes it a lot easier because the croissant is curved like this. So we can actually put it in that shape and then put this right on top. And so that'll be his. There we go. Make sure the bacon doesn't fall out. Push down just a little bit and then turn it around to unveil. There we go. And then we'll pair this with some lightly salted Lay's. These are really good. So we'll have some of those with that, and then we'll enjoy our dinner. Okay, we're heading outside. Here's my meal. And we're gonna go out there and eat. It is, what, 8:20? Something like that, but so far pretty good.